Well, we can see we've got some white dots, and you can start to see that here we're actually starting to bring some green leaves. We're at 2023, willow tree propagating, time to put them in the dirt time. April 20th, 420. Not for use in pots. So we're gonna just put it into there. They all got really good roots in them. I think we're gonna save these because I've got too much in here now. So we did about 26 this year. So we'll get these watered in nice now. And so on this date, we cut it. Then April 1st, we had a look back. April 10th, we had a look back. And now we're at April 20th, 420, and we're planting. So it doesn't take any time at all. All right, we'll see what we get after the storm. And this is now how tall they are. And we're at September 2nd. As high as I can reach. This should be the last of the 2023 tree planting. I've got 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 20 something. Let's just say 25. 25 willow trees now that I propagated last year and this spring. This load behind me I did this spring, and they're beautiful, but I put them in better dirt. The ones I did last year, they're looking peaked, right? They didn't have the best of dirt. So I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna plant everything out there. We gotta weed whack, and we gotta dig, and we gotta protect the trunk, and we gotta put small chicken wire around it so the rabbits don't get in, and then we have to put a big fence around it so the deer don't get in. The deer are a big thing out here on my property. They're like teenagers. They will just eat and crap and tear stuff up, and they'll eat you out of house and home. Dollar bills and food. So I gotta get going, right? So I got a late start here. It's probably about 4:30. It's cooled down today. It's pretty hot. Pretty hot for November. No, pretty hot for September 29th, 30th. So I'm gonna put the willows out probably right behind that set of tamarack I put in. So I put in 10 tamarack here, 20 tamarack way in the back, and I used the tree tubes. I'm gonna try some tree tubes with these willows. The rest of them are just gonna get the old-fashioned, the way I've done it before. So let's take a look over there. So it's a really good view, actually. So this is a spruce I transplanted from the neighbor's property a long time ago. I transplanted a bunch. These were a couple that lived. And then you can see the little white here. There's some white over there. That's this year's tamarack plantings. You can see that willow tree, that willow tree, that willow tree there. And then we'll swing over here. You see the line, these 3 big ones? Those were planted, those gotta be 15 years old. Those have all gone through the same process. So I'm trying to establish a property line without sinking posts. So you can see I've got the willows, got one way back there, and then there's some more. So I got to fill in a gap there. But
But I'm not going to put them way in the back because I've had no success with them way in the back because it's too wet. So I've been using the Tamarax, and I'm going to see if I can get Tamarax to go out there. Today's arsenal, it's going to be a weed whacker to clear the spot, shovel for digging holes. The axe I brought to maybe cut this in half, because if you look at this, this is pretty tight quarters for all these. So I'm going to just cut this in quarters, plant them, and just let them old willows tangle up with each other. Then these are the ones my wife put in as just sticks. Everything in a pot. She just put a stick in, never soaked it, never rooted it out, just put a stick in, and that worked. I think I killed that one. And this is a year and a half, almost 2 years of willow tree root tangling. But then we'll get those. So it's going to be, I'll do my best with those. That's going to be just willow tree clumps. And then the others will get.
And if I don't get moving, I don't try something, they're never going to get put in. All right. Taking off my slippers. Putting on the rubber boots. I don't know if it's wet out there. We'll see. And I never put gas in the weed whacker either. Holy crap. Weed whacker looks pretty full. All right, let's get this thing rolling out there. This will give you an idea just how crappy this job is going to be. One. 19 more to go. Perfect. Not a fucking string. God. There's nothing easy about planting willow trees out here. But they look nice when they grow. So I made it into the back. I have, these are where I put the tamarack. So let's see how this guy is. Holy cow, look at that. That is success. They grew. Now we had them all the way down and they were only this big. That thing grew that much. I bet you this one's dead. Oh no, he's still in there, see him? Let's get this thing out of here. Let's clear him out. We're gonna pull this off, our tamarack, and we're gonna get that stick out of there. So we can see our tamarack looks really good, and that's inside of these grow tubes. Now let's get that back on there. Boy, there's prickers out here. Something's prickering me. Oh, I know exactly what it is. Oh, a rat. Okay, I'm gonna go back up and cry about these prickers. Get out of them at least, come on. They're not fun to walk through. Tamaracks back here are a success. And when you put them in the tubes, they're a success. So the tamarack tube experiment worked great. They do grow really nice, and back here is really wet, and it really helped them flourish. Well, we got it restrung, and my shirt got all full of freaking thorns from out there. So this is what you get to look at. All right, here we go. Now I cut down like this and cut that grass away. Okay, now I'll plant a tree there and then you'll see what's gonna happen from here on out. All right, so this is what's gonna happen here. Every single one will get this. Which in and of itself isn't bad because easy to dig, but it's all the other garbage you gotta go through. And look at how root bound it was. It is gonna be so happy down here. So the planting process takes no time at all. It's all the other process. This guy's gonna go into here. So that's it, the process, like I said. It's pretty easy. That's all I would do, but you gotta fight the bugs. And you gotta clear the grass, dig the hole, fence the product. One done. All right, so let this be a lesson to you. Deer are jerks. They don't allow you to appreciate anything. This is what they make you do. Big, fat, sweaty, middle-aged guy trying to grow trees. I'm gonna get a snippers and cut all these off. Boy, I just got done trimming all these off. Now the beauty of it is, freaking deer will come and they'll eat the tops of this off. And probably this one. That's how lousy they are. That should protect him for the night. Tomorrow I'll put a bigger fence around him. All right, let's get the rest of them done. Thank you, white-tailed deer. All right, that's gonna do it for tonight. 6 of the potted ones in. The other ones are in those large tubs. So I'm gonna have to actually treat those differently. I'm gonna put like a big square of them in. So those are gonna require some different fencing techniques. But we'll do those all tomorrow. We're losing daylight. I'm all hot and sweaty. You would think doing all this work you'd lose some weight, but nah, hell with it. I'm getting old. This is how you propagate willow trees when you are in a deer populated area, or mouse or vole. Any of those will chew the bark around the bottom. We had great growth back there on those tamarack. We have pretty good growth here on the tamarack. It's drier up front than it is in back. Tomorrow I'll finish it up. All right, thanks for watching. That's how you do willows from beginning to end.